So this is 2023, and I had not thinking about it that the Jewish people doesn't they move furniture over me in the other room, but I hope you hear me anyway. Jewish people doesn't celebrate New Year Eve. I didn't know that. So it be really something a little like embarrassment, but I don't go embarrassed for a long time. But I think it was wrong of these Muslim people that work here in the hotel that they not told me that the Jewish doesn't celebrate New Year Eve. There is no fireworks in the city, and it's I have taught you from God that we should share information that can make it easier for people to live. And it was for me wrong that they didn't told me the real truth. And so I was thinking I have something to eat at 12 o'clock in the night when it's coming up, this celebration of New Year Eve and New Year, and it didn't come. It was nothing. It was total silence. No one was in the hotel more than the one that sit in the office desk, and it was a new man. New for the day, and the other that told me that it should be some feast and food when it was a celebration, and it was not. And the new man, he said it was food, but it was 6 o'clock we eat. Those American Jewish people wanted food at 6 o'clock, and I was there about 9:10 in the evening, so it was done, everything. I couldn't eat, and I was very hungry, but I have had some information that I could take some food with me to the room, so I had some bread to eat, and I never. I don't drink so much coffee, but I did that to the bread, so I was okay. And now, they Jewish is called New Year Eve Rosh Hashanah. I know Rosh means Holy Ghost, like that. That I know. Hashanah, I don't know what is coming from, but you can read it. It's like remembering about this shofar they play in. That it's shofar is like take contact with the spirit things. I bought in 2016 a shofar, and I play in it, and I could play it, but it was for another person to get, and this person, God make him give me much money so I could travel to Israel, and he was mental sick, this man. So he said to me that he wanted to go with me to Israel in that way that I recording everything and do live broadcasting for him, so he could see the real Israel together with me. And then he wanted me to buy a chauffeur, so I didn't use him, but God make it. God say I should, or heaven should say that I should travel to Israel. And I'm wondering, how can I get that money for to travel? And I say to this man, because I chat with him much about God, and he say that I can give you money. So he gave me money. But then I sent him the chauffeur, and he thought it was something that want to kill him. So he destroyed the whole box. But I had sent him it, so it doesn't matter for me. And so he paid last time. And now this time was it from heaven sent. I don't know if a person sent it, but now it's a spirit here that he really want to thank you for, if it was you that's sending so much money so I could travel to Jerusalem, because you did everything. If without you I have not could come to Jerusalem, because I don't have that money. And the people don't understand that in this hotel, that they think 1 month in a hotel you must be very rich, wealthy in money, they think. And they don't understand that I tell them I have not that money. I got support money to come to Jerusalem, and I could have been stopped when I was in Copenhagen, and they say I couldn't go into the airplane because I didn't have this COVID insurance. And one person was sending me that money to could pay the insurance, and you make it also for me to could reach Jerusalem. I don't know if you understand how valuable, well, important you were for me to could reach this, to touch the Golden Gate. I have never could do it on my own if it wasn't support money I have got from you, and this spirit, he won't or she want to talk to you about it. It seems the first money I got, that was about $7,000, so I could pay the airplane ticket and those bills that have to be paid before I leaving, because I pay for one month extra rent money for my apartment, and all the bills I need to pay every month that I was before and paying that, so I didn't need to pay it here in December. So you make it. You that send me money to come to Jerusalem, and you that the obstacle in Copenhagen, you support me, and you give me that money I needed, because I don't know the future. So I thought I should go fly directly to Jerusalem. So I have only exchanged all my money to shekel, Israel money. And then one day I heard from heaven that I should also exchange a little US dollar also in case, in some situation, and that situation show up. So I use the US dollar. And so this spirit want to tell you that it's that you get your reward, but that is in he's saying that is about how much you have done for God and heaven, not for people. That is like you should always do, helping. But this extra to do, that you feel that heaven wants you to give to me, to could touch the Golden Gate in Jerusalem. That is this extra reward you get. You will, that is like worldly say, you have bought your ticket into the city, the golden city. I don't know how far you will come by doing this, because God is not money, but is what's in your heart, and you felt that you should send me support money so I could do what God told me to do. And that is special. That is not about money, it's a touch in your heart. And that touch will increase for you. It will help you very much now in 2023. That's the year when evil things peak. It's going to be worse. And then it's going back to be good, this planet, because you helped me, you supported me to could touch the Golden Gate. And that was really task for me to do, because I knew that if you didn't help me to reach to Jerusalem, where I am now, then bad things is going worse in on this planet, and we are going back to the beginning of this planet, and it's going to be avoided and dark and deep in the darkness, deep inside it. So it should be God will and heaven will not look at this planet anymore. They have milliards of planets to could be on. So that was a real test for this planet. And you make me could do these things, because now first is coming a peak, because you know, many of you know that when bad things is on its way to come, it come worse. It's gonna raise first before it's going down. You know, when you take a medicine pill for fever, it sometimes it happens that the fever be worse before the fever go down and help you. And that's how it is now. So you should be prepared for a peak they told me for about 2 years ago in the podcast that the biggest tsunami should come, and it had not really coming. So I was waiting for it, but their heaven's time is not our time. So I was waiting for it, but I know it will come, and it will come in 2023. So some people that I can talk to about spirit thing, I say to them that you need a second home, a second place to be in when bad things hit you. You need to could run away to another place, or it may be not a place, but it can also be about food, gas, those things that you need to have for to live. So you need to, if you have not done it, you have to store up again. If you have done it earlier, when they say that we should store up. And I have lots of food at home in Sweden. So these higher prices that have come in this about 2 years, when they say that I should store up food, that have coming. The price for the same food is very high, and I have this food at home for at least 3-4 months, and then I have to look at the prices, but I can lower the outcome, what I should pay for food by buy healthy food, and those snacks can I let go, and maybe do the same bad things I have done in the weekends, but not in the week, to be more save money on in the weekend, than in the weekend have like a party. But I don't smoke and I don't drink, so that is not money that go away from me. It's only, most of it is only food, and then is it to pay my bills also. So I am okay, and I need to take away many of this crap food I eat. Jerusalem have shown me what to eat. It have done every time I have been here. I have changed my diet, but this time it is more veggies, more green things, and only a little meat. That I'm going to do, and so I am going to place a picture of Jamie. Do you remember Jamie that I met just after I have finished my walk under heaven? And I was walking 22 years under heaven to be educated in what I know today. And 10 minutes about when I walk out from have done the fulfillment of God in my life, he come and stopped with his taxi and drove me to the hotel. And before that it was a man that I asked if he could drive me to the hotel, but he didn't want to drive me. So that was very special, that Jamie said that his taxi was for me to could come back to the hotel. And then he fall immediately in love with me, and he is not a spirit man. He don't understand about God, but I will teach him. And he is not stupid. He know that something happened with us, and then it come that his taxi car be crashed, or the electricity in the car was started to go away when I sit in his car. So I know it's true that he say that. And now in this hotel, electricity have broken down here also. So it's very strong energy that is coming from me, and I know it since before, because sometimes I have not could touch a machine, and it's new machines and they broke down. So that I am not surprised or try to find a solution why it's doing this. I know I am a very electric person, and so he translated in the worldly way. When God is giving him the energy from heaven, and he be warm up in his body, then he is thinking it is between the legs. But he have calmed down now. He's don't do that anymore. Now I got kisses, and he have say he loves me, and so it have changed in his body now, and will be a change very fast when he understand that this is real, that God is with me and talking to me and talking to you and talking to him, and trying to talk to the world, but it is running in their own will. They have no God in their life, but that will change in late 2023 when they can see that their lifestyle doesn't work with God. That is something missing in their life, because people around them get diseases, die, and all kind of things. God, I have learned very early that God doesn't hit that person, but God hit people around them in ways that they should know that this is a warning from God, that someone have got cancer, and someone be drive over of a car, and that is not that person. It's people around that person that should change, and people say that God kills, but it isn't, because your lifestyle kill you. It's not God. That's how you make your life. Your decision in life kills you. It's not God that kills you. You kill yourself. So Jamie is coming tonight, but as I have got this warning in the night, I will never go into his car. He have to come in at the hotel today, and I have told him to come and have pizza with him tonight because I don't have any food here at the hotel. I have a little food now to not be extremely hungry. And it's not good as I have diabetes. I need to eat. So I have a little to eat. And then he's coming with pizza and a Coke for drink, a soda. I don't drink soda all the time, but it's some days now since I was drinking soda. And it doesn't matter what happened tonight. If he's not coming and do these things, then I tell God that he is not be hit of you in heaven, and that's it. Then I must get another man in my life that can defend me, visible defend. I have had heaven that have defend me, but when people don't see a man or a person with me, they try to hit me, they try to kill me. But if I have a person with me all the time, and I hope it's a man and not a woman to have on the side, then they don't try to do evil things to me. If they want to try to do evil things, it's on him then. But it should not be when Jamie is going to have this energy from heaven to show people that don't come and do stupid things to me, because I'm protected from heaven. So that's why I need help of a physical person that people can see, because people are not into the spirit world, so they don't understand that I'm protected from heaven. So, and heaven protect me only to be not killed, but I can be hurt both inside and outside, and be in the hospital because they have done some bad things to me. So that heaven doesn't protect me so much about that. They protect me to not be killed. So they try, if they don't see anyone, be with me. And people that have contact with me and see what I write on Facebook and hear what I'm saying in that podcast, they always choose the easiest way to say I'm mental sick. And then it is what they think, and they talking to other people about that she's mental sick. But a mental sick person could never do what I have done. The mental sick person should never go by he or herself into the African forest, for example. I was there because God called me to be in Africa, and I obey God. And you should obey God. And I have told you how to protect you from evil talking to you inside your mind. I have told you, so I don't need to repeat it. You can go to that episode, how to protect you. So you always have, if you don't have this strong connection with heaven and God, you should always talk to heaven. First, talk to God. Then you can talk to those in heaven. But you have always go through God to talk to heaven. And then in the night, before you go to bed, you talk to heaven. Morning and evening, you need to do that if you don't have the strong connection with heaven. So thank you for listening, and I am going. Someone have paid for 1 year in this podcast, so I continue to talk to you what will happen, because Jamie is here, and we will see what's going on with him and together with him for this podcast, and it's gonna open up new podcast that is in Arabic and Hebrew, if he is doing what he should do to obey God, obey heaven. And so thank you for listening, and Happy New Year. If you are not Jewish, then you have had New Year Eve in September, October, somewhere there. So thank you for helping, thank you for the support, thank you for the love. We love you also. We love you very much, from heaven, from God, and from me. Thank you.